Ms. Merkel announced Monday that she won't seek re-election as chairwoman of her Conservative Party in early December, following the group's poor showing in a key local election over the weekend. As a chairwoman and chancellor, I bear the responsibility for everything, for success and for failure. There was a signal that this cannot go on. The image of the government is unacceptable, said the chancellor at a press conference Monday. Ms. Merkel said that she won't run for chancellor again at the next scheduled elections in 2021 and will retire from politics then. At the same time, she stated her intention to remain as chancellor until then and appealed for her government to carry on. It would be a joke of history to end the coalition only after 6 months in office, she said. Since Ms. Merkel was first elected chancellor in 2005, a generation of Germans has come of age without knowing any other leader. But relinquishing the chair of her Christian Democratic Union will increase the pressure for her to resign as chancellor, senior politicians and analysts say. Her announcement comes a day after CDU's poor showing in Hesse, home to Germany's financial industry, and series of nationwide polls putting the party at a historic low. Ms. Merkel's increasing weakness and the sharp decline in the popularity of both her party and that of her SPD allies have made for a very fluid situation. With both parties sharply divided internally and opposition parties, some of which have surged in the polls, angling to exploit the growing crisis. Ms. Merkel has been dogged by bad showings in a series of state elections after she led her party into the worst ever result at the 2017 federal election. She has since ruled in a troubled coalition with the Social Democrats, known as SPD until now. The chancellor was able to fend off internal attacks from critics within her conservative bloc. Ms. Merkel's diminishment reflects the fragmentation of German and European politics amid a surge of once fringe parties on both the right and the left. This process has accelerated in the wake of Ms. Merkel's decision to open Germany's borders to thousands of asylum seekers in late 2015. Indeed, the fragmentation of the political landscape in Germany has compounded the long-burning government crisis in the country. Ms. Merkel will not be able to stay as chancellor, she is living on borrowed time. The centrifugal forces both in CDU and SPD are growing stronger. No one really wants Ms. Merkel to remain, said Professor Andreas Ritter, a notable historian and political analyst. Ms. Merkel has often said that the chancellorship and the party chair should be held by the same person to be able to have a stable government. Despite her change of heart, by the party conference in December, Ms. Merkel will likely be forced to step down as chancellor, added Mr. Ritter. According to senior CDU politicians, party officials are discussing the possibility of forcing Ms. Merkel to step down as chancellor, possibly replacing her with a new leader of the government at the CDU conference on December 7 to 8. Another option discussed by CDU officials is ending the unpopular coalition with the SPD, which has seen both parties' ratings plummet since the federal election last September. Last week, a nationwide Mnet poll found that Ms. Merkel's conservative bloc has shrunk to a record low of 24% support, down from nearly 33%, while the Social Democrats dropped from 20.5% to 15%. Some senior CDU officials are considering the possibility of forming a new coalition between the Conservatives, the Greens, which have surged in popularity in recent months, and the market liberal Free Democrats or FPD. Ms. Merkel's departure is a question of time, said Christian Lindner, the FPD leader. We will not support a coalition with Ms. Merkel as a leader, he said in an interview last week. Alternatively, the CDU or the SPD could form a new coalition that would give birth to a minority government. Even if Ms. Merkel managed to retain the chancellorship, she would rely on fragile majorities to push through legislation, a situation that could eventually lead to her removal and a snap election within months. We will force her to make handstands each time she comes to us asking for a vote, a senior CDU legislator and critic of Ms. Merkel said. Write to Boyan Punchevsky at boyan.punchevsky@wsj.com.